Welcome to Cherry Hill Tuition, where incredible results are achieved. In this mathematics tutorial, I will cover some of the excellent processes used by Cherry Hill to achieve the highest grades. Let's get started.
You will notice that the question numbers are not consecutive and do not start from 1. This is simply because the questions refer to the Cherry Hill specific material. But do not worry if you do not have access to this. This video will still cover the concepts in both. Okay, so question 2, we have 9x minus 3x plus 2x is equal to 11 minus 3x, and we are required to solve for x. In questions like this, the best thing to do is to get all of the like terms on one side of the equation. So in this case, let's work on getting everything that has an x inside of it onto the left-hand side, and everything that doesn't on the right-hand side. So as you can see, on the left-hand side, we can simplify this section already. 9x minus 3x plus 2x are all like terms, and we can simplify this. So 9x minus 3x gives us 6x, 6x plus 2x gives us 8x. And this is equal to 11 minus 3x. Now, remember that I said that we need everything that has an x inside of it on the left-hand side. So we need to move this onto the left-hand side. We can do this by adding 3x on both sides. So it is really important that we always do the same thing to both sides of the equation. Otherwise, your answer will mathematically be incorrect. We therefore end up with 8x plus 3x is equal to 11 minus 3x plus 3x. On the left-hand side, we can simplify this to 11x, and on the right-hand side, the minus 3x and the plus 3x cancel out, leaving us with 11. Okay? Now, we are solving for x, which means we need to make sure that the x is on its own. So currently, what is stopping the x from being on its own? Hopefully you will agree that this 11 is stopping the x from being on its own. This 11 is currently being multiplied by the x. So in order to eliminate this, we need to do the opposite, which is divide by 11. And we do this on both sides of the equation. This leaves us with 11x over 11 is equal to 11 over 11. So on the left-hand side, the 11 and the 11 cancel out, giving us x. And on the right-hand side, 11 divided by 11 is 1. So x is equal to 1. Okay? Now pause this video and try this question on your own. Only look at my method if you really get stuck. If your method and answer are correct, try the next question on your own and then press play to see my method and answer. Okay, so question 14, we have 16x plus 4x is equal to 19 plus x. So we are going to work in the same way as we did for question 2. We are going to try and get everything with an x inside of it on the left-hand side and everything without an x on the right-hand side. Please bear in mind that it does not matter which side you get everything on. So in the same way, instead of making everything with an x on the left-hand side, you can make everything with an x on the right-hand side instead. So on the left-hand side, we've got 16x plus 4x. These are like terms, so we can simplify this to 20x. And this is equal to 19 plus x. Now we need to eliminate this x. we need to bring this x onto the left-hand side. We can do this by taking x away from both sides of the equation. This leaves us with 20x minus x is equal to 19 plus x minus x. On the left-hand side, 20x minus x gives us 19x. And on the right-hand side, the x and the minus x cancel out, leaving us with only 19. Now the last step is to eliminate this 19 in order to get the x on its own. And currently, we are multiplying this 19 by the x. So the opposite of multiply by 19 is divide by 19. So we divide both sides by 19. This leaves us with 19x over 19 is equal to 19 over 19. On the left-hand side, 19 and 19 cancel out, leaving us with x. And on the right-hand side, 19 divided by 19 gives us 1. And that is your answer. Okay, so hopefully this is the answer that you had got as well. Let's move on to the next set of questions. Okay, in this set of questions, we need to expand and simplify, okay? So let's look at question 21. We have mnn multiplied by, open bracket, 4 plus 2k minus kg, close bracket. In order to do this, we need to multiply by the first term, second term, and the last term. So mnn multiplied by 4 gives us 4mn. And then we have mnn multiplied by plus 2k. This gives us plus, so let's go back to black. Plus 2k mnn, okay? We now need to multiply mnn by minus kg. So always remember that the plus or the minus signs always belong to the numbers or letters ahead of it. So this minus here belongs to kg. This plus here belongs to 2k. Okay? So mnn multiplied by minus kg will give us minus kg mnn. So let's rewrite this here. Okay? Now, we have double n's. We can simplify this to n squared because nn is the same thing as n squared. So in order to further simplify this, we can write this as 4m n squared plus 2k n squared minus kg n squared. And that is your final answer. So it is quite straightforward and hopefully it made sense. Pause this video and try this question again on your own, and only look at my method if you really get stuck. If your method and answer are correct, then try the next question on your own and then press play to see my method and answer. Okay, so we are required to solve for 5h minus 8j minus 9k all by 2a. We can rewrite this as 2a 5h minus 8j minus 9k. So we can bring this 2a to the front. Okay? So we simplify this and expand in the same way. So let's start by doing 2a multiplied by 5h. This gives us, so 2 multiplied by 5, so always start with the numbers first. 2 multiplied by 5 is 10, and then we have an a and an h. Then we have 2a multiplied by minus 8j. So again, start with the numbers first. 2 multiplied by minus 8 is minus 16, and we have an a and a j. Okay? Now let's do 2a multiplied by minus 9k. 2 multiplied by minus 9 is minus 18, and we have an a and a k. Okay? Now this can't be simplified any further, so this is your final answer. Okay? Okay, so we now have a different set of questions. We have a plus b multiplied by open bracket e minus f plus a over b close bracket. Okay, so in this question, we only need to multiply whatever is inside the brackets by whatever is touching the brackets. So we just need to do a plus b multiplied by e plus b multiplied by minus f plus b multiplied by a over b. So the a just stays on its own. It doesn't have much of a role. So we have a plus, so let's start by doing b multiplied by e first. This gives us be. So let's go back to red. And then we have b multiplied by minus f, which gives us minus bf. And then we have b multiplied by a over b. So let's quickly just do this here. So we are doing b multiplied by a over b. Now this is the same thing as doing b over 1 multiplied by a over b. This gives us ba over b. And hopefully you can see that the b's cancel out, leaving us with just a. So we have plus a. Okay? So this is our answer. We can simplify this further by collecting the like terms. We have a and another a. So we can simplify this to 2a plus be minus bf. And this is your answer. Okay? So hopefully this one made sense. Pause this video and try this question on your own. If your method and answer are correct, then move on to question 40 and try this as well. Once you have completed question 40, press play to see my method and answer. Okay, So question 40 is asking us to expand and simplify minus 2y minus 4 all multiplied by 2. So let's rewrite this as 2 multiplied by minus 2y minus 4. So in order to expand and simplify, we need to do 2 multiplied by minus 2 and then 2 multiplied by minus 4. So 2 multiplied by minus 2y is, so start with the numbers, 2 multiplied by minus 2 is minus 4, and then we have a y, and then 2 multiplied by minus 4 is also minus 8. So this is your answer. Okay, so quite straightforward. Okay, we now have to work with double brackets. So it gets a little bit more trickier here, but not too tricky. So we have y plus 4 all multiplied by x plus 9. Now the method to do this is y multiplied by x, y multiplied by 9, plus 4 multiplied by x, plus 4 multiplied by 9. Okay? So I'll just label this. That's the first step, second step, third step, and fourth step. So the first step is to multiply y by x. This gives us y, x. The next step is to multiply y by 9. So we do plus 9y. The third step is multiplying 4 by x, which gives us 4x. And the fourth step is multiplying 9 by 4, which gives us 36. Okay? So as you can see, there are no like terms here, therefore we can't simplify this any further. So your final answer is yx plus 9y plus 4x plus 36. Okay? So again, not too tricky. Pause this video and try this question on your own. If it is correct, then have a go at question 45 and then press play to see my method and answer. Okay. So in this question, we have 3 sets of terms. So we have the 7, we have the x minus 1, and the y plus 1. The best way to do this is in steps. So what I would do first is simplify and expand the brackets out first, and then multiply your answer by 7. So let's start off by doing that. We have x minus 1 multiplied by y plus 1. So again, looking at the same method as we did for the previous question, we do x multiplied by y, which is xy, x multiplied by 1, which is plus x, and then we have minus 1 multiplied by y, which is minus y, and minus 1 multiplied by 1, which is minus 1. So again, no like terms, so we can't simplify this any further. However, the last step is to multiply by 7. This gives us 7xy plus 7x minus 7y minus 7. And that is your final answer. So hopefully this one makes sense. Let's move on to the next question. Okay. So in this question, we use the exact same method as we did previously. So that's the first step, that's the second step, third step, and fourth step. So let's get on with this. The first step is 5x multiplied by 2y. So always start with the numbers. We have 5 and 2, which give us 10, and then we have an x and a y. So we have 10xy. So this gives us 10xy. The second step is 5x multiplied by minus 4z. Again, start with the numbers. We have 5 multiplied by minus 4, which gives us minus 20. We have an x and a z. So we get minus 20xz. Okay? Third step is minus 2y multiplied by 2y. Minus 2 multiplied by 2 gives us minus 4, and then we have 2 y's. Now, because we have 2 y's being multiplied by each other, this gives us y squared. So we can write this as minus 4y squared. And the last step is to multiply minus 2y by minus 4z. So let's rewrite this somewhere where we have space. So minus 2 multiplied by minus 4, double negatives, gives us a positive. So we have 8, and then we have a y and a z. So we end up with plus 8yz. So again, we have no like terms, so we can't simplify this any further, but that is your answer.
Thank you for tuning in. Remember, practice makes perfect. Never give up. I will see you in the next tutorial.